Was that you? Or was that me? I don't know.
It wasn't me.
Welcome back, guys. We're going to be watching more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. today. I actually have the shield behind me, which I'll tilt this up really quick. Ooh, in a bad way. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
And all my mirrors and fun stuff on the wall. So we're watching episode 19 today of season 4. This one's called All the Madame's Men Get Together Again to take over everyone and kill everyone in the real world. No! So it was actually a really sad episode last time. No regrets, which I do have to regret.
And he didn't regret. I'm sure he didn't regret killing himself to save all those kids.
I know.
That's for sure.
He really is a true hero. We love you, Mace. We miss you already. You're such a great person for really, taking care of everyone there and sacrificing yourself. What a way to go. And May, because I love May, and it's so weird talking about her in a bad way, but she saw the good in what he did, and now is against Hydra and is helping out Skye. And she is now once again an Inhuman. Woohoo!
Yeah, she's in that husk. Now she just has to shed it and watch out.
I love it. It was so dramatic too, where it's like just throw it, and then she's like transformed.
And then she was kind of like snickering, like, I'll see you in a minute.
I know, it was so good. I love it. So, anyways, I think we should just get into this and go along for the ride, and hopefully Aida or Madame Hydra needs a beating.
Madame Hydra, Espina or something.
I'm so mad that she killed Agnes. I mean, Fitz killed Agnes, but he's still...
It's her manipulation.
Yeah, he's manipulated. He doesn't realize, but he's going to feel... I mean, they've all been through so much, and Fitz, when he realizes what happened, he's going to always hold that to his heart. It's going to be
devastating.
Awful.
Yes.
Poor Agnes, too. I just felt so bad for her.
I know, she was the most
She finally was able to find a way to live her life. And nope, not that long. Not at all. All the Madame's Men. 419.
The Bakshu. Poor. Bakshu's back.
Oh my god.
He regrets going with Hydra.
Yeah.
One must never forget that danger can lurk around any.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha, that's right.
Whoa.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Did my hair too?
No.
Get all my scars off. Mama May's back.
That's right.
Oh, body shield.
Woo! The Matrix. Woo! Still amazing. Perfect pose.
Now.
Don't do it. Don't. What? Just because they say it?
Oh, that was very satisfying.
Wow.
She's gonna bounce. Ooh.
Whoa.
She's gonna come right back. Maybe that did something to her.
Oh, she's gonna get revenge.
She's so good at this role. Look at her. She's like spiteful.
Then I will uncomplicate it for you.
Ooh.
Don't
Oh.
you?
No.
Don't.
Oh.
If they become a direct threat to the framework, then they no longer require protection.
Don't do anything.
Simmons and Daisy
No.
Johnson.
Anyone else getting sick of this propaganda crap?
That's like sipping poison.
How about we review those plans I stole from Hydra's lab? Since I almost died to get them. Sources say that an Inhuman made an attempt on Madame Hydra's life. Fortunately, our beloved leader emerged unscathed, but the virus...
Beloved leader.
Seeing that building collapse on the Patriot,
The Patriot's dead?
How you can control your power so quickly?
You know what, I'm not gonna go there. Just keep moving.
I don't focus on this for now.
Too much to say.
She won't believe it.
Will she walk?
The trauma
so maybe she
shattered her
will.
T4 and T5 vertebrae.
So what are you going to do about it?
Maybe he has to go against his father first to
Send a
really
message to the people.
get his
Exactly.
memories back.
You're the new head of Hydra.
So messed up.
Temporary.
Oh, no.
He's like Gus, how he like Gus fixes his tie, and he's like,
Yeah, that's right.
Leopold, I came as soon as I could. Her charming visage could really drum up sympathies for the cause.
No interviews.
And your ratings.
People like to see their leaders unshaken after
You're gonna go out the window next.
This Inhuman has the potential to cause mass destruction, and she has been known to target civilians. Melinda May colluded with the Patriot to destroy.
Like it or not, this is the reality we live in.
Unfortunately, he's right.
Would they really kill Sky?
It makes me so sad.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be the hardest to get out of the framework.
I had a chance to join S.H.I.E.L.D. A man showed up when I was fresh out of school.
I don't have time for a history lesson.
I said no.
Pretty sure my life was over. That's when someone came to me.
What was his
He
name?
wasn't very nice.
Already committed treason.
It's a little Grand Theft Auto.
Is that Gremlin? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I saw.
Kill her.
See something, say something.
This looks like it's creating something even more complex. That
Oh,
machine
bit.
required an immense amount of energy. Can we take the quinjet on a recon mission?
Nobody here to tell us no. I'll grab a team.
I miss him.
Are you sure the
I
Patriot's
do
dead?
too.
Get out.
Hey,
Oh
hey,
my God.
we are friends of the Resistance.
Come on.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. Bye.
boy.
Mace was always the one to make these calls.
Yeah. Coulson, your turn.
Let's go check it out.
Here you go.
What about backup?
Hey, Sparkplug. I have to take off for a little bit to help S.H.I.E.L.D.
Can I help?
I like that nickname, Sparkplug.
Yeah.
They'll call in an airstrike and sort through the rubble later.
Like what they do with the Patriot?
Guilt.
What I did.
You can't blame yourself for their lies. More people see what you saw, maybe they'll fight back too.
Daisy really has an awesome head on her shoulders,
She
really,
does.
because
Yeah.
No change.
she still looks nice.
Like she's
I don't know about a
expose.
neck like that.
Ooh.
Ophelia? You're awake.
That was very strong.
If Project Looking Glass is completed, it won't matter. This body won't matter.
Uh-oh.
Stop right there.
Mac? May is the only reason I'm alive. She helped me escape.
Don't, please. No itchy trigger finger.
Not a good time to be holding guns on our allies. But for reasons I can't fully explain, I trust this woman. So should you.
Don't shoot him in the foot. So if somehow this machine works and it seems like they're going to try to meld the real world and this world or something, maybe all these dead people will come back.
Not denser, deeper.
I guess so. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Don't you
Stop.
do
He
it.
can't.
Dear.
He can get that close with it?
Hey, I'm not gonna pretend to get all this, but I'm here to help.
So he's like,
Okay.
you're way behind me.
Come on, girl.
Here he
Fitz,
is.
oh,
No.
Fitz. Oh, darn.
I don't care if you have to send 100 agents to their death.
I would have left you with your mother.
Ooh, see? Here comes the bad part. More bad, I mean.
Which means I can't tolerate failure. Even from my own father.
Ooh, dig.
We've been combing the streets looking for you.
I can take care of myself.
Let's go take a look at that body cam footage. Could really help the cause.
She told me about the other world.
How much?
I know a way for us to get back home.
For us,
I
but
honestly don't mean me.
that would be so interesting. They could bring back
I
people.
guess I was holding out hope that Simmons was wrong.
Wow, what a turnaround, huh?
Oh,
We used to hate
yeah.
him for so long.
Come on, Radcliffe, don't let it go. Don't give up.
Do you want to talk about that other world, as you call it? It's the real world. Alistair Fitz, his so thick he doesn't recognize his own son's genius. He's a pathetic drunk.
Beat him. Oh, he's gonna beat him. I knew it.
Right in the throat.
Oh, right in his throat. He knows everything.
Whoa. Good punch, too.
Radcliffe told me where to go, how to find it.
The way out of this?
Yes. If we can get there, all of our problems go away. This is the only chance to actually wake people up.
Maybe the only way to solve our problem is to solve their problem. We need to save the world.
I love how he stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
Instincts.
But you were looking for some enemies of the state.
Dude's like, I'm proud of you.
I'm the most trusted voice in journalism.
Ooh, okay.
Just put it in the teleprompter then.
We don't need you to say a damn thing.
Like, he's gonna see this footage on the news and go crazy.
Oh my God, look at this.
Building it.
Do I have something in my teeth?
No, it's just I feel like we've done this before.
Deja vu? Happens to me all the time.
Guessing things didn't end well. You get locked up?
Uh,
Do I get my Sky back?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll get through it.
Oh my God, I feel so bad. I like doing this.
Good luck.
I would love if they could
No
upload or
kissing.
download him. I don't know how I got a body, but I'm back as a new ward.
There are people outside.
Hopefully good people. Watch, maybe rallying already. I doubt it.
My name is Phil Coulson. And I'm an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Woohoo! Not the same. Yeah. Whoa, same words.
And once it's finished, once we get a look on it, my men have orders to shoot it down.
No.
Right there.
Man.
Ada, what are you doing?
Yes.
You know, when we first saw her
Right?
character, I was really hoping for more, that she'd be good, because I was kind of like,
Yeah,
it was
I know.
the more obvious route that she'd go to the dark side, I guess, especially after the Darkhold, but...
And there's the Darkhold's doing this, all of this.
Right? So it even influenced her. I keep thinking, like, it was just her programming at this point, but you're right,
That's
yeah,
right,
because that opened her mind to, ooh, I want to be real, and seeing what
right,
she
yeah.
could have in that way. It is interesting how, like, when her character actually fell to her death, I mean, that's a far way to go. So her code was definitely different, because no one, I don't think, would ever survive a fall like that.
No, not after all those
Yeah,
stories.
and still look good, because I think her face would probably, like, her whole body would be bruised from trauma. But she
Yeah, and
looked
it's
good.
only affected like T4 and 5. I mean, you would think there'd be
It completely shattered, yeah. So
Definitely.
it's interesting how, because she is a droid, that she can still be okay afterwards, you know, in the real world, but her body's still limited now because she can't actually just reset the framework and be okay.
That's right, yeah.
You know, so that's actually
Right.
kind of good in a way, but if she can keep motivating Fitz to finish his project, that's bad, but at least she's not involved with it right now. Like, she can't do anything. But now Fitz is even more motivated because of her condition.
And he's living on his emotions, so
Yes, he
emotional.
is.
Every time he talks to her, he's very nervous about, you know, he doesn't want her to die. He's just so in love with her. Well, she's got him, you know, just, that's what she did to him, you know. She's got this thing over him, and he's just, he has no, he's just so in love with her. He has to get this project, you know, done with, so he can save her.
And now he wants to go with her, and again, he is manipulated, he's programmed, you know, so it just sucks because she wanted him to say that to her and take him with her, so it just sucks because I'm hoping they don't finish the machine, or maybe they will, but hopefully they don't complete their mission. I don't know, like, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, right? Like, do you guys have an assumption?
I really don't know what's going to happen, but
Well, if it's finished with this Project Looking Glass, if it's finished with, and he does go through with it, and she's staring at it in the real world, And she's pretty much saying, okay, it's almost up and running. So if she becomes human, you know, what's going to happen to the framework? Are they going to stay in the framework? Is she going to go back to reality, let everyone go and be dominant? Who knows what this is going to evolve? I mean, look what already happened so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
altered everyone's regret. You know, no one has any regrets, but look at the chaos. Look at the
Yes. Look at poor
horribleness.
Simmons too, looking at Fitz and how what he's become.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
everything's upside down. Everything's
Everything.
messed up. It's so
Everything's
crazy
messed up.
seeing all these characters that died in the show to
Lord.
come back. I mean, what a framework. I mean, all the research that had to be put into this to remember all
Gosh.
these other people with their personalities and everything intact. And just seeing Trip. Yeah, and then seeing Trip
right.
too. Like, I love seeing him. Like, that was a
I do
while ago
too.
now.
Yeah,
But I'm so happy. And even Daisy's reaction, like, that's such a sweet reaction to have. But that would also mess with me as well, because I'd be so happy to see that person again, and then I'd be tormented to be like, oh my God, but you're actually dead in real life. Like, this isn't actually real. So I'm hoping, because you never know in this show, because there's a lot of far-fetched ideas. I love it. It is very exciting. Thank you, Netflix, because Netflix actually explains, like, has like one word to describe each show, and this one's called exciting. So I like that. I saw that today, and it's always been there, but I never really look at that. I'm like, yes, it is a very exciting show. So I'm hoping that in a good way, if the machine works, I'm thinking for her to become human, they have to combine both worlds somehow, because the machine they found, Simmons was saying, was like even more extraordinary than they've ever seen compared to whatever the other device was that they found before. Can they combine both worlds? So I'm kind of hoping, because I was thinking, tangent, that Aida could combine herself with her framework self and become human, but I don't know if that's a good idea, because will her body reset, or will she be this bruised, beaten person, and that will be her actual life? Like, that'll be her actual flesh and blood. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This would be a good way to manipulate to bring back other characters, like Ward, like this Ward. Like, I felt so bad seeing him. Like, I really like him.
Yeah, I do.
And I want to think, I really want to think, like, well, Ward could have been different if he wasn't brought up by Garrett, you know? I mean, you never know, but at the same time, this is not Ward. Like, I love seeing him as Ward, and I feel so bad for him, but he is different. He was programmed to be this way, so it's not like it's an alternate dimension, like Loki. That's different, but different timelines where you have, like, several different ones. Like, this is a computer program showing him to be, or, like, telling him to be a certain way, right?
Right,
like,
because
he's not there.
It eliminated his regret.
Mm-hmm.
So he regretted going with Garrett. So this.
So maybe he would have been different. I'm curious what you guys think. If you want to leave your comments below, I always love reading what you guys have to say, and please no spoilers. But and you guys are mainly good with that, so thank you. But I'm just curious, because I want to take it as Ward would have been this way if he didn't go with Garrett, but because he died before the framework, way before the framework, I'm kind of like, how would they really know exactly what he would do? But I want to think positive that this is what he would be like. I really love this Ward, and I would love him to join in the real world somehow.
Yes, I do.
Anything's possible.
Same with Triplet. I love Triplet.
me
I
too.
love him with Gemma. They work so well together.
they
They're
do.
just great pals.
Yeah, and didn't she like have a crush on him in the beginning?
She
Remember?
did.
I forgot for a
Doing
bit.
medical exams.
She did, and I was like, wait a second, because he does have that like cool suaveness. I love that about him. You know, and he's like, girl, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, yes,
That's right.
exactly. And I love the old school stuff, and he talks with Coulson, and they were just like so on the same level of
that, yeah.
how they loved the old school stuff.
And
Old-fashioned kid.
you actually put a thought in my head, Kim, where it's a really good idea, and I'm afraid for it now. So with Mac, if the framework survives, however this may go down, will he decide to stay in the freaking framework because of his daughter? But she's not real. I hate to say it, but she's not
And
real.
he doesn't know. He doesn't know anything about that side. He doesn't know about
yet.
his little girl.
Oh my God. So now I'm really
Okay,
afraid that he
yes,
might, because this show, every season we lose at least one big person. We already lost Mace, and that's huge, and we still have a few episodes left. So I'm like, are we going to lose someone else? And doesn't necessarily mean they have to die. I mean, like, look at Bobby and Hunter. I mean, that was a different scenario, but it just sucks because we really enjoyed their characters, and then
Yes, we did.
and then that was it. But
yes, we did. And Lincoln, we didn't see Lincoln in the framework either.
I was hoping we would see Lincoln, right?
I'm surprised, yeah. My God.
I'm glad to see Ward and other people, but like I really thought we would see Lincoln.
I'm
and even Daisy
glad
thought
that
too.
we don't see Lincoln because it's already such a weird situation with Daisy, Sky, Ward.
Yeah, because then that would kind of complicate that
yeah.
because she really loved Lincoln, and she cared for Ward. It couldn't get that far before we found out he was a nasty, evil person. But yeah, so that would complicate it further. So at least here we get more time with Ward where we really get to feel bad and we get to feel what Daisy's feeling, you know, because she really, I love, like, they're such great actors anyways, but I love Daisy. Like, you really believe her emotions. Like, she gets so emotional and her eyes alone, how they glaze over and stuff. Like, you feel it. And I was like in that moment with her, like, I get it. I'm like so conflicted and I'm not even living it. And I was like, oh my God. So anyways, that's my crazy thought that maybe some of these characters will survive somehow in the real world. Maybe they'll make robot bodies for them. You don't want to continue, I guess, with the robots though, because Aida turned out to be bad.
Yeah, we need to stop the robots.
And the Superior now, like he's just so obsessed with like killing
tunnel
Coulson.
vision. You know, he has such this obsession with the Inhumans, and I mean, it's just
so. Just because we took a break for a while, we, you know, I had surgery recently, a few weeks ago actually now, and we really just doubled up on reactions every week, you know, in June. So this is the first reaction after my surgery. So it's been a while, and we're happy to be reacting again. It's been too long.
Yes,
Love you guys.
we are.
Absolutely. Like, we're so happy to be back. And I'm doing good. I sit differently just because I'm laying back because of my brace and all that, but everything's good. Now, Aida's rules about protecting people because that's her code. And she killed Radcliffe because he went against the framework and she has to protect the framework. So then it made it null, right? So then she killed him, but his body or mind is still in the framework. So with the Superior, I mean, she's supposed to protect all people, right? Or is it just a specific group of people that Radcliffe, because he knew all of the people that are prisoners right now, that they're not killing all of our main group.
As long as you don't go against the framework.
Yeah, and did the Superior go against the framework? Because she didn't really kill him, but she did kill his body, right? And his brain and stuff is in a different container and made him a robot, right?
Yeah, and he's not in the framework, so I think he's cool.
Yeah, but
I think she's
but not
gonna be
even
done with him.
But so he didn't threaten the framework, but she still killed him. You know what I mean?
She did.
Technically.
Did. Why? Yeah. And she's manipulating him.
Because
she's got complete control over him.
Because if he was like, I want to kill something, why can't she just say, well, we can manipulate these bodies and make them robots, and then she could probably program them any way she wants, as long as she doesn't tell them to kill people, because that's the only code that she has that conflicts against other things. So anyways, it was just an interesting thought, because I probably missed it. It's been a while again.
I don't know.
I
think she's going to do away with him shortly after this Project Looking Glass is complete. I don't know. Or until he actually finds May and Gemma, and that's what he's pursuing now, and that's what she wants him to do. And I think he's short-lived.
Yeah. I mean, I really thought he was going to have a bigger role. I'm not trying to like.
Well, you touched on the Superior, which is such a funny name. He's just so full of himself. But
glorious and superior.
He's just so full of himself that he's gonna. And he read the Darkhold, like and nothing affected him.
Yeah, which is also weird,
right? So that we saw.
He's just so well trained.
Ada can chop him up; he can still live. I mean, that's pretty bizarre in itself. And he just has this, mentality of just killing Inhumans, but he's cool with working with a robot to have people hooked up. I mean, it's just so weird that he's just so tunnel vision on his, anti-Inhuman.
I totally agree there, because just to say, because we're probably going to get comments on that, I know he's probably reprogrammed to a certain extent to follow Ada now that he is a robot.
Oh yeah,
but,
he's her puppet. Yeah,
but even before, with his friend who found out he was an Inhuman, who was a huge follower of the Superior, and he was like, "I'm going to kill you. I would kill you, but I have a purpose for you now." So he's like so tunnel vision, but then he's like, "Yeah, it's okay. I can use you, so it's all right. I'll just let that slide for now." So it is kind of like that. It's interesting. I can see that for sure.
Very true.
Man, so how interesting, because there's so many episodes every season, which I love, but it just takes a long time to watch. So I feel like it's seasons ago, in the beginning of just this season alone, and Ghost Rider was in this season. So I have to keep telling myself, like, wow, it's just a completely different series.
Him. I mean, it was almost like they just flung him off and that was it. And it was such a good story.
It's like completely separate stories now. I mean, Ada was the only thing really connecting things, but it's absolutely different. So it's almost like you're having 2 seasons in one, which is so fun. It's cool, but I was like, wow, was that last season we saw Ghost Rider? And it just feels like so long ago now.
I know, and you really wish we had him. Wouldn't it have been cool if he was in the framework? Of course, Ada wouldn't put him in there, but
you never know.
How awesome would that be? Because he would kill, people who was ever touched by the Darkhold. So.
Would he still have that responsibility? That's the question.
Have it in the framework? Yeah.
Because his story might be different, and Daisy didn't have her Inhuman powers without getting them through the actual framework. So I know, like maybe he will be. Who knows? I'm hoping he'll make an appearance again, because that's not the last we've seen of him. At least that's the impression we got. So maybe he'll kind of tie things together at the end somehow and come back. And
who knows?
That's right.
Who knows, guys? So a lot of questions. Very exciting show for sure. I really look forward to watching this because it is so much fun, and I love Coulson and May, like kind of like deja vuing together and being like,
she's starting
really
to
cute.
get a little, she's clicking back. I just really wish Fitz clicks somehow.
I was just going to say that about Fitz and all this build up, because he is the head honcho guy. I just thought he would meet up or see Simmons, like he saw her from afar. He saw pictures of her, but there's no recognition. There's no deja vu moment for him. So there has to be one, because who else is going to get through to him? Because he's even killing people, doesn't care about lives, and he really does in the real world. So it's going to take a lot for him to snap out of it. And even seeing Simmons' face, he didn't even recognize her, right? Like he had no feeling there.
No, but he has those expressions as if he's trying to like think about it, and trying to recall.
In an intense moment of death or danger or something like that, or just confronting her, and her life being in danger is going to make it click. And I really hope it just gets better soon, because seeing Fitz like this, it's so different, and I don't like it, and I want him to be himself, and he's not in control of himself, like Ada's happy. Oh, I'm so happy you said that, but I'm like, you programmed him to be this way. He doesn't even know who he is.
Yes, she's making him say that, and that's the bad thing about Ophelia, is she doesn't know about emotions, true emotions.
Yeah,
and she is manipulating Fitz for her in her favor. She doesn't know about true relationships, to have that true connection, that true love.
That's a good point
too.
too.
She does know about jealousy. She's definitely jealous about Gemma. She's hiding things from him, but she doesn't know what true love is.
Yeah,
and she will never get that, whether she becomes flesh and bones or whatever. She's not going to ever know what it truly is to be human.
Can you imagine if she does become human, all those emotions and stuff? Like maybe then she'll realize what wrong she did.
And it's going to be like
change.
On flipping steroids, because she's not going to know how to.
She
won't be able to handle it.
I mean, computing things is one thing, to have reason and figure things out like that, but to actually feel for the first time, you can't even really. You can explain it so much.
Physically hurt yourself, like she'd probably, it could be going into shock, because, when she was a baby, she didn't fall, she didn't hurt herself. When you start to have these levels of hurt, whether it be physical pain or emotional pain, she never had that. It'll be just like.
And she was programmed she was programmed to feel pain, but who knows what that means though? Because every time she gets shot or something, remember she'd be like, "Oh God," like you know, because she was.
But it's not going to be the real relative.
Yeah, because it's a simulation it's a simulation, and who knows? I mean, it's probably going to be different because even the superior drinking vodka, it's not the same. Like you can only do so much to kind of try to make it similar, but it's just not.
That's going to be.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
We're going to have an insane Ophelia moment.
I feel like that too.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to end it there, guys. Great show, and I'm glad most of the team is back together. I want Ward to stay. He'll magically download into the real world. I don't know. So love you guys so much. Please subscribe. Please check out our links below if you want to see videos early and to support our channel to create more videos. And we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye. Subscribe.
Please subscribe.